Hey guys, today we'll be talking about how to ask a teammate to switch, and specifically the most effective approach when asking. This isn't so much Overwatch advice as it is on persuasion and being a decent human being, and to some of you it may seem obvious, but there are definitely people from bronze all the way to GM who need to hear this. Now, the thing you gotta understand when asking for a switch is that it can often be taken as criticism. If we're flaming them, of course they're gonna take it that way. But even just saying, hey, can you switch? Or who else do you play? People will often take that as you telling them they're underperforming. If you've ever studied interpersonal skills, like this is chapter 1 stuff in Dale Carnegie books, but human nature is to resist criticism, especially when it's unsolicited and regardless of whether or not it's valid. I'm sure we've all seen it before, where a teammate was being criticized, being told to switch, and even if it was valid, the fact that they were receiving criticism caused them to be stubborn, resulting in everyone getting tilted and ultimately a lost game. So, what would be a better way to go about it? My rule of thumb when asking for a switch is to always say A, who I would like them to switch to, and B, why I think the switch will help the team. So let's take a common scenario. You've got a Widowmaker on your team who's not really performing that well. You're not really seeing her on the kill feed. On top of that, she's getting dove by the enemy Winston and dying. What do you think she'd respond better to? Get off, Widow, you're not doing anything? Or, hey Widow, could you go Reaper? That would really help us shut down their dive. You see the difference between these two approaches? In one, you're telling her she's the problem, but the other, you're asking her to be the solution. That is the mindset you should have when communicating with your team, and I guarantee if your suggestions are sound, it will result in more people listening to you and ultimately more won games. Of course, continuing to learn and study the game will help you make those calls, and if you can't articulate a reason why someone should switch beyond just calling them bad, maybe you shouldn't be asking them to switch at all. But that's all I have for now. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. If you would like to request a VOD review, check the link in the description, and best of luck with your climb.